Hello, namaste, and welcome to my channel once again. Today I am here with another supernatural story, and the name of this story is The House Call from grade 11 Compulsory English, The Magic of Words. And this story is supernatural in nature, and this story is taken from Berlin, Germany. And I have divided this story into 5 parts for your better understanding. I hope you will like this video, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel for more videos. Okay, without wasting any time, let's go to the story. Before starting this story, it is better to know the characters of this story. There are a few characters to remember. The first one is an spirit of a young girl. She is already dead. Her name is Heidi, and she is dead daughter of Elda. And there is a doctor. His name is Dr. Emil Brown. He is a famous surgeon in Germany. And there is Elda. She is dead girl's mother, Heidi's mother. And there is Dr. Emil's wife who talks to the girl in the semi darkness. And this story is supernatural in the sense that it doesn't happen in the day-to-day life of the people, and it is about an appearance of a spirit of a young girl which wants to help her sick mother. Okay, and the first part I have divided this into is how this story begins. So in the it was the day of December 26 in the evening at around 9:30 p.m. Dr. Emil Brown he was one of the famous surgeons of Germany. He was trying to write some notes while having dinner at the same time about the surgeries he took in the day. And as he was tired, he soon dozed off without completing both of the tasks. And he was woken up after some time when he heard a doorbell ring. And when he woke up, he heard someone talking to his wife, requesting a house call to make, requesting that she was there to ask the doctor to go to treat her sick mother. And when he went out in the door, at the door, he saw a girl of 6 or 7 years of age who requested Dr. Emil Brown to visit her sick mother. And her appearance was a kind of unique and amazing, and she was wearing a cotton dress and savvy shoes. Okay, savvy shoes means the shoes which is torn out. Okay, it is very wild. And she had ragged shawl. The shawl was also very wild and torn out. They were torn apart, and she was wearing it around her neck. And the doctor felt sympathy for the girl, and as she stated that her mother is very sick and she needs an immediate treatment for her. He couldn't resist himself, though he was very tired and it was already dark. So, in front of the appearance of such a sympathetic girl, he could not resist, and despite his wife's resistance, he followed the girl, and he agreed to go and follow the girl. And he thought it was an emergency, so he agreed to go with the girl. Another part of the story is, first he met the girl, and now before he reaches the destination, so what happens in between, this is about this before reaching to Elda's room. So what happens when he agreed and he got ready, he wore his dresses, and he just took a black bag. And as it was raining lightly outside, he started to follow the girl in the semi darkness. And the girl was walking in front of him, and when he tried to follow her, she was already a block away. A block away means we call it a house away, a few, it's not much long distance, but it is hard to catch up, not close enough to catch up, but not so far away. She was already a block away, and then she was just waiting for him, and she was walking too fast to catch up. The doctor could not catch her up easily, and then he wanted to catch her up and ask some questions about her mother and the situation, but he couldn't catch it up because she was walking a bit faster than her. She was only stopping at a moment, for a moment at each corner to make sure that doctor was following her in the right path. And then doctor could not catch her up. Otherwise, you would have asked some of the questions about her mother's condition. And then finally, so she was stopping at each corner, and then she made sure that he was following her. So in the due course, she led to doctor to a tenement house, a rented house, through the poorest part of Berlin, and it was around the section of a city around the hospital where Dr. Brown used to work. He was the head surgeon there, and he instantly recognized the place. And then finally she climbed to up to the building, up to the fifth floor, and waited doctor walking in these stairs. She was also always a stair away, okay, from her. He was trying to catch up her in the stair also. At that time he was thinking about his young age, that oh, when I was young I used to just jump a stair away, but now I feel so difficult to walk up the stair. So he was thinking that inside his mind. And when the girl was leading him up to the fifth floor, she just waited the doctor outside a room at the hallway. And after the doctor entered the room, he heard the door close softly behind him. He realized somebody has closed the door, but very softly. And then what happens when he reached the room? When the doctor entered the room, he saw a sick woman lying in the bed, and he instantly recognizes she was Elda, who used to work as a maintenance staff in his hospital. And then the doctor just checked her up, her fever and her bodily condition, and he realized, he got to know that she was suffering from pneumonia. Okay, pneumonia. And then after realizing that she was suffering from pneumonia, he provided her with some medicine. And then after giving medicine, he started to talk with her. And then he happened to talk about the girl who was in his house to call him to treat her. And then after listening that, Elda said, my daughter, my daughter was dead. uh, she was died of flu in September, just 3 days after her seventh birthday. Okay, so Elda stated that her daughter is already dead. The doctor was talking about the girl, the same girl who was just leading him to that room. So he was a kind of shocked to know that her daughter is already dead. Haiti. And then the doctor was shocked and surprised, and also chill, went inside his spine, because he was just being led by the girl there. They just walked together, kind of together, though he could not catch her up. And she said she's already dead. Then he couldn't believe that Haiti is already dead. And when he saw around, he couldn't see the girl. And then he became even more surprised when Elda said she had kept a pair of shabby shoes and on the floor, and uh, the ragged shawl on the hook, okay, to just get reminded of her memories, sweet memories of her daughter. Then the doctor went near those things of Hades, and there was a ragged shawl on the hook, and there was a shabby shoes on the floor. He went closer, and he found out that the shoes and the ragged shawl both were wet. It seemed as if somebody had just walked in the rain and come home and just put it aside. Okay, they were very fresh, as if somebody had just worn on their body. Okay, and then Doctor did not say anything. Uh, he was just surprised and shocked inside. And then he could not say a word, he was speechless. And then Elda added that she had been just thinking about Dr. Emil Brown earlier that evening, and she was hoping that the doctor would come and treat me. She was remembering and praying that doctor would come to her, visit her, and provide some medicine. Then she was, as she was talking with the doctor, she fell asleep, and that she fell asleep, and the doctor checked her feverish forehead again, and without saying a word, he returned back home with his black bag in the darkness. This is how the story ends. Okay, so what implies here is the interpretation of this story can be: this story deals with the willpower or the want of a girl's spirit, or dead girl's spirit or soul, who wants to help her sick mother. Okay, because her mother was alone in the room, there was nobody to help, and she, if she was sick in the room and nobody was in contact, nobody would know that she is sick and she might die consequently. So her spirit wanted to help her, and that's why she went to the doctor and she requested him to make a house call. So such events don't take place in real life, and it is beyond scientific base, it is beyond scientific imagination. That is why it is called a supernatural story, so that the house call is also a supernatural story. This is what I have prepared and simplified this story, the house call, and you can include these points and better secure good marks in your exam. Thank you so much. See you in another video. Have a great day. Bye.